President Cyril Ramaphosa's Phala farm. The theft that took place there, the docket has been handed over to the Hawks. That's the police's elite crime-fighting unit. Now, the former spy boss, Arthur Fraser, claims that around $4 million in cash was stolen, and the allegations are that there was a cover-up on the back of that. Well, the Hawks spokesperson, Brigadier Nomthandazo Mbambo, says criminal charges are now being investigated. She speaks to us now from Silverton. Ms. Mbambo, thank you very much for your time. Are you able to tell us exactly the charges you are pursuing and against who?
Good morning, Phala, and thank you for having us. Yes, we can confirm that as the Hawks, we received a docket on charges that were reported, which are charges of corruption, money laundering, as well as kidnapping. But at this stage, we cannot say that the charges against any particular person. We are just investigating the crime that has been brought before us.
Yeah. Well, you're not able to say who these charges are against exactly, but South Africans are very clear about in whose property this took place, and that's the president. Are you able to tell us very clearly whether you are investigating the president here?
No, Phala, I am not at liberty to confirm at this stage who we are investigating. You will remember that although that information can be at the public space, for us it has to be based on our investigation, which after conclusion, it is then that we will be able to give an informed information on the crime that has been committed and against who or who is actually liable for that particular crime.
Yeah. Money laundering, it's a very serious crime, and it's a very serious charge against whomever you are investigating. What is alleged to have taken place? Are you able to tell us why you have seen it fit to investigate this particular crime?
Our investigation at this stage is still at a preliminary stage. We are not able to divulge any details. And what we can indicate is that the information that we have currently is based on the statement that is received from the particular person who lodged this particular complaint. So as and when we finalize the investigation, we will know exactly the trail that led to this case of money laundering, where it actually leads to, and who the people that are implicated are.
What about the possible violation of currency and exchange regulations? Are you investigating matters relating to that at all? And let me be very simple and clear about my question. This has to do with monies that were in foreign currency, dollars to be specific, that were apparently kept at the president's property. Is that not part of your investigation?
Remember, Phala, as I already indicated, at this stage it will be difficult to indicate exactly what is it that we are investigating until we have actually determined that there was a crime to begin with. And that can only be determined when we have already conducted our investigation. We cannot base our information on hearsay, on what people are saying. It has to be based on a thorough and extensive investigation that at the end of the day, we would be able to present that particular evidence before the court of law.
When you say thorough investigations, are we to assume that you are going to also be in touch with your counterparts in Namibia?
What we can confirm is that we will be in touch with whoever that will assist with this particular investigation. Remember, we follow where the investigation leads. And any person, any particular person, it doesn't matter who the particular person is. If that particular person is able to provide and assist with this investigation, then indeed that particular person will be consulted.
I know it's early stages, but how soon do you think you would be able to wrap up this investigation? The public cannot wait for too long. This is way too serious a matter, and it involves the country's president.
Indeed, this is a very serious matter, Koli, and it is a very complex case, as in all other cases that are investigated by the Hawks, and that requires extensive investigation and broad consultation, and would therefore request that the public give us a space and allow us to be able to divulge all the measures that are possible, so as to make sure that we conduct our investigation thoroughly. We won't be hurrying into finishing this investigation, because otherwise we'd make mistakes. So we'd want to make sure that at the end of the day, we would have gathered enough evidence that will be presented in court. And if there's a crime that has been committed, so whoever is responsible will be brought before the court of law.
And I suppose it goes without saying that arrests will not be made anytime soon.
At this stage, as indicated, our investigation is still very much at a preliminary stage, so we cannot confirm any arrest as yet.